Oh, pulled it out. Alrighty guys, we are out here with the ARRMA Kraton 4S, and you can see actually first of all how I rig up my controller to film. Just put a GoPro mount onto this little HAO adapter, HAO. Got it from Amazon. Put it right on here. Then you can hold the controller and you can film while you drive. So what do we need for this right now? Got my 4S Venom battery. Hook and loop means it's definitely gonna fit. Gotta love that. One of my favorite things, Velcro battery trays. I'm serious, like it really is a big deal to me to have Velcro. I complain about it with every RC car that tries to do a plastic mount of some kind. Then the other thing that we're gonna have to do is put on one of these adapters here. I already had one. I don't know why it did not come with one. It probably would have been nice to have that come in the kit. What I'm going to do probably here is actually strap it down since there's so much extra. Like so. Just to kind of keep that from bumping all over the place. I'm going to turn on our controller. Turn on the car. Just test everything out really quick. And it looks like we're good to go, guys. Let's go bash. How's it going? You.
No problem. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. All right, guys, I'm gonna do a quick rip out here and then we're gonna go in the backyard. I just wanna feel it on the cement. See how it does. Really leans those corners real good. Going full speed with this would not be an issue. Ooh, I can feel it like pick up there. I'll go down here a little further. We're not doing a speed test. I just wanna get a feel for it. Wow, it's quick. Braking I might turn up a little bit, but we're gonna do a bash with it first and see how I like it. But you can see how hard we're turning it out here. Not rolling over. There's a wheelie. Okay, it's quick. We'll give it that. Now, I'm not gonna bash super hard because I like to, feels like the slipper might be a little loose because it's not just going straight wheelie off takeoff. So that'll be something I'll adjust after this first little bash. I wanna be able to do more wheelies. There's wheelies. So it's a 50C 4S Venom battery in here, 5,000 milliamp hour. Man, this thing is very controlled feeling. I think we're gonna have some fun with this. All right, we're back here in the backyard. Now, I was saying as I was coming in that the slipper feels like it might be set a little bit loose because it's not going straight into wheelies off of the start. That or the, I guess the punch is just maybe low. We'll send it a little bit off the start here. Now, I don't want to full send it yet because, and I did the same thing with the Max. I like to soak the plastics with WD-40 and just kind of cover the car with it, the arms and that. You know, it seems to make them just a little bit more flexible so that they don't break on hard, bad landings. So that's kind of what I like to do. So it's just one of the things that I do. Whether or not it actually works, I don't know. Oh. Ooh, front end dive. Gotta get used to how this thing handles in the air. Not a huge front bumper on this. So I don't know if those front wheels stick out past it, if that'll cause any issues or not, but it definitely took it, so that's good. Took that bad landing and it's gonna keep going. Now, I'm not gonna sit here, like I said, I'm not gonna just go big air off this thing a whole lot because until I do the plastics, we're gonna just kind of do a general bash session for you guys, get a feel for how it handles, because we do want to do a comparison with this, the Max, kind of side by side, how they handle, what I feel about each of them. Now we're getting some wheelies. This thing is quick. There's definitely power here. Whoo, 4S. I'm not worrying about it tipping over. That's one thing I'm noticing right away. Oh, I decided to go for it. Uh-oh. We went for it. And what do we do? Looks like we broke the back A-arm. So I should have done what I said and put more, should have put the WD-40 on it before I bashed it. Well. It's definitely got a wider stance, which isn't helping it out there. But we're not going to bend the shock. I'm just going to call that a day with this, guys. So I should have waited to do my big airs until I had done all of the preparation work that I normally do. Did end up busting the back A-arm there at the hinge pin, so I've got to get a new one of those to put in here. We are going to soak them in WD-40 this next time and see if that helps out. Kind of a weird way to break it. I don't think I've broke one like that before. So yeah, and we actually landed it. It just, there's a lot of downforce, I guess, in the landing that caused that. So handling is a big plus. It definitely has, I would say, better handling than the Max. We're gonna have to see what we can do for the durability there and go from there. All right, guys, it's a new day with the ARRMA Kraton 4S. So you can see by the glisten, there's a little bit of residue from the WD-40 that I applied all over this thing. So we've now got it for overnight, 24 hours. It's soaked with the WD-40 on it. Hopefully that'll kind of keep the moisture and stuff in these plastics, make them not so brittle, because the last one that did break looked a little bit brittle in the spot where it broke. So I don't know if it's just a bad piece based on the way it was looking or what, but it's right here. Kind of see the piece there a little bit. But we're gonna keep bashing it, see if this is any different, if we have any other breaks. If nothing else, the RPM ones for about just under $30, you can replace all the arms if you need to. RPM stuff's always really durable, and I mean, if that's all it needs, that's not too bad. So anyway, let's keep bashing it. Not a wheelie. The slipper is just way too loose, so we're gonna tighten it up and then give it another go. All right, guys, so luckily setting the slipper clutch is real easy. Just pull up the drive shaft here. Comes out real easy, spring loaded. You take the 2.0 millimeter wrench that came with the car, and you're going to slide it right inside here. You'll feel it when you get it in place, where it won't move. And what I just do is I just drive the car. So if I drive it forward, I can feel it tighten, and I'm holding the wrench so it doesn't spin. If I go in reverse, there, I felt it loosen. It's getting loose. It's getting looser. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to tighten it all the way down. That is fully tight. I'm going to back it off just the littlest bit. I want it to be pretty tight. All right, there we go. Need to have a little bit of slip on it though. Perfect. I think that'll do it. Oh yeah, now we got some wheelie power, guys. Go in and set those make sure that slipper clutch is set up before you take it out. If you hear too much whining, oh, cartwheels. Ah, fin. Man, I used to line those jumps up with everything. Now it's so hard for me to hit just a single ramp. We're just gonna give it a good bash back here. Off of all the stuff that I have available. Cleaning my feet. Gonna run it off my feet a little bit. Lands so smooth. Nice flying. Good air on that. Whoa, little kick. Kick from the jump on that one. That way is definitely a better approach. Oh. All right, so the fin and no self-righting. Can't do it with a fin on there, so gotta land it a bit more often than not. There we go, air it out. Now I do have a little bit of a hump there in the grass that I think caused part of the problem before. So I was rotating at the last minute and I landed on that area. That's got a little bit of a bump and that probably did not help. Oh, loving that wheelie action. All right, here we go. Perfect landing. Everything's still good. It's a pretty big backflip. So I'm hitting the corners at full speed, which is something I like being able to do. Really lean the car into it. Oh, another big air. So I'll say it feels different on 4S. I don't know if it's as fast or not because the handling is just so much more controlled feeling. So we'll have to speed test and just see. We're still getting the wheelie action like crazy. We're still getting some of the big air. Whew, landed hard on that one. But it did not bounce and kick over. So that's good. We like that so far. I'm just kind of comparing this to some of the other trucks that I've had and I remember, and even the Max, which I've just recently been driving and airing big like that. And this bounces a whole lot less and recovers very well on landing. So that's good. Very controlled backflips. It's a monster, that's for sure. Drivability of this truck, very, very good. Coming at you. Landed on that hump again. But we soaked the plastics and so far everything seems to be taking all the hard landings. Whoa, we'll give it another test. Landed that one awkward. A couple of cartwheels and tumbles. All right, let's just send it big. Ooh, landed that one flat. Good mid-air control with it. Get some different angles of it coming at us here because it's pretty good. It's going pretty big. That was very big. Very big. For my space back here, that was one of the longer ones I've done. Landed out here. You can see most of my chunks out of the grass are up in here. That one hit back here. That's pretty big. I'll bring it right at us. Missed it. Nice recovery. I had nothing to do with that recovery. That did it itself. I need to get a little bit of an angle so I can see the approach. Gonna hit it at full speed. Oh, big hit. Yeah, I don't know what happened, that one that cracked. It's kind of odd because these are actually hitting harder and they're just fine. I did have the rotation and it was a last minute rotation. Ooh. But maybe it's just the WD-40, like I said, makes things just that, the plastic's just that much more flexible. And I said I wasn't gonna do anything without it, but I did. Oh, front flipped it. So nice on the front flip. It's got nice control in the air on that. Let's try and get a little bit closer view of that. That was nice. That was like the Outcast 6S front flip. Oh, good. Little under rotated. A little bit. But pretty nice. Let's do a big one. Oh, pulled it out. Oh, pulled it out. Yeah, it's good. Wheelies out. All right, let's do another big one. Ooh, I almost stuck that in the ground. Saved it at the last minute. It has great throttle control in the air. Let me just inspect after some of those hard hits. Make sure all the plastics are in fact good. And they are. No issues there. It's ripping this time. Ripping. Big front flip. Ooh, that one hit on the side. Ah. Okay. All right. I see you, ARRMA. I see you. Is our servo okay? It sure is. That's the kind that'll bust the servo right there. Completely sideways on those wheels. There it is. Metal gear's whining. Lots of control coming through the back here. You're gonna hit everything. This is a playground day. Oh, stuck it. All right. So for the most part, we're not getting the rolling factor. That one it didn't. So what I need to do is go straight, brake and turn. Like that, and it just slid that out. That would have been major roll factor on the Max. We are gonna do a complete side-by-side test of these. I'm not gonna just be unfair and just say that that was better. I'm gonna show side-by-side, one after the other, switching controllers and doing a run video for you guys. Probably I'm gonna do this whole battery pack, let it charge up again, and then come back out and run. I didn't want to do it first run because I wanted to make sure I had, oh, ouch, dirt. Good. Man, the RCs have come a long way. What we're able to do with these things, and the abuse and punishment that they can take. Every once in a while you get one piece that just goes for whatever reason, like that rear arm went for me. But I put a stock one back on. I did my WD-40 trick, and now I've landed hard all four corners, and everything's great. These are big airs and big crashes. So that's why I was saying I wasn't gonna go big last time, and I did anyway. Accidentally, I ended up upside down and decided last minute to finish the rotation, and I just whipped it hard at the bottom of that rotation. Man, she's a beast. So somebody had written on the unboxing, I think it was Bill Perry, saying that he liked his 6S and his 3S more. Now I had a 3S Granite, which I just sold to a buddy because he wanted to get into RC, and I love that truck, and so I told him it was an awesome one to get, and he asked to buy mine. Oh, still good. And yeah, so I sold it to him, and I loved that truck. I would say that this is a little bit better. It's more controlled in the air on the ground than the Granite. We'll see how the shocks do. The Granite did leak some oil out of the shocks quite a bit. I was gonna check this after that last hit, and it looks all right. But yeah, you know, it's my Outcast is definitely a performer. That thing is just awesome. This one is more stable, and I bet the Kraton 6S is the same way, based on the way that the weight is spread out through the chassis, being a little bit longer wheelbase on them. But this one still can trick it out pretty good. So I enjoy the Kraton, or I enjoy the Outcast, but I'm really enjoying this Kraton, and I gotta try a bigger one. I get my hands on maybe a 6S or something, or borrow somebody to give it a test. I don't know if I need to have both a Kraton and an Outcast. I mean, I feel like I do, but you know, there's only so much money. Yeah, I'm loving this thing. Well, there you have it, guys. The ARRMA Kraton 4S, my first real run with it. The first one I was just getting out and getting accustomed to it. Wasn't planning to big air it, but I did, and I hadn't done my WD-40 trick to it. This time I did, and we beat it up really hard. It did really well. Anyway, guys, stay tuned. And as always, leave a thumbs up if you liked the video. Comment down below and tell us what you think. So I hope you guys are having fun RCing. See you next time.